In the heart of Scandinavia stands a monarchy that has weathered the storms of time. The Danish royal family, one of the oldest monarchies in the world, has witnessed 1,000 years of transformation, from Viking chieftains to a modern-day king and queen. Today, we take a glimpse into the rich, dramatic, and elegant story of the Danish royals. The story begins over a millennium ago, with King Germ the Old, the first historically recognized king of Denmark. His son, Harald Bluetooth, not only united the kingdom but also introduced Christianity, marking a cultural shift from paganism to a Christian monarchy. These early monarchs laid the foundation of a kingdom that would grow into a European power. During the Middle Ages, Denmark was part of the Kalmar Union, a Nordic alliance that united Denmark, Sweden, and Norway under one crown in 1397. But internal rivalries and external pressures would eventually cause the union to collapse. Still, Danish kings maintained regional influence, often clashing with neighboring powers and navigating the rise of the Reformation in the 1500s. In the 17th century, Denmark transformed into an absolute monarchy under King Frederik III. The royal court flourished with art, architecture, and European prestige. Grand palaces like Rosenborg and Amalienborg were built, showcasing royal splendor. But power, as always, came at a price. Denmark faced defeats in war, and in 1814 it lost Norway, a bitter blow to the kingdom's pride. In 1849, King Frederik VII signed Denmark's first liberal constitution. This marked the birth of a constitutional monarchy, reducing royal power and elevating the role of the people. At the same time, Denmark's royal influence spread across Europe. King Christian IX became known as Europe's father-in-law. His children married into the royal houses of Britain, Russia, and Greece, making Denmark the quiet heart of royal Europe. The 20th century challenged monarchies around the world, but Denmark's remained strong, thanks in part to King Christian X, who became a symbol of resistance during Nazi occupation in World War II. Post-war Denmark embraced democracy, and the royal family became a ceremonial yet deeply respected institution. In 1972, Queen Margrethe II ascended the throne, Denmark's first queen regnant in centuries. Intelligent, artistic, and modern, she became one of the most beloved figures in Europe. Her 52-year reign saw Denmark thrive socially and culturally. Her deep bond with the people helped redefine what it means to be royal in the 21st century. In 2024, Queen Margrethe passed the crown to her son, King Frederik VI. His wife, Queen Mary, originally from Australia, brought new energy and global appeal to the Danish monarchy. Together, they represent a modern royal couple, accessible, active, and connected to the people. Their reign signals a new era for Danish royalty, one that honors the past while embracing the future. The Danish royals have never been just figureheads. They are living symbols of history, culture, and identity, evolving with each generation. From Viking halls to modern palaces, from ancient crowns to contemporary coronations, the story of the Danish monarchy continues to inspire. This is not just a glimpse into history, it is a glimpse into Denmark's soul. Let's explore the Danish royal family's fashion evolution. Royal fashion is more than just style. It's a statement, a tradition, a legacy. For centuries, the Danish royal family has worn garments that reflected their times, from regal robes and military uniforms to modern couture and sustainable designs. Today, we explore how royal fashion in Denmark has evolved, from classic to contemporary. In the 17th and 18th centuries, royal clothing was a symbol of divine right. Kings like Christian IV wore elaborately embroidered coats, lace collars, and powdered wigs. Queens and princesses donned corsets, wide skirts, and heavy fabrics like velvet and brocade. Fashion mirrored political power. The more extravagant, the more royal. In the 1800s, Danish royal fashion took inspiration from British and French courts. Queen Louise, wife of Christian IX, often wore modest yet elegant gowns with full skirts, high necklines, and lace gloves, blending grace with conservative values. Men's fashion leaned toward structured military uniforms, which became a hallmark of royal male attire in Denmark. As Denmark modernized, so did its royal wardrobe. During World War II, King Christian X was known for his simple military uniform, worn during horseback rides in occupied Copenhagen, symbolizing dignity and unity. Post-war, royal women adopted the elegance of the 1950s, cinched waists, pastel suits, and refined hats. Fashion became practical, yet always poised. Queen Margrethe II brought color, quite literally, to the Danish monarchy. A trained artist, she often chose bold hues, floral patterns, and uniquely tailored coats that stood out in a sea of royal protocol. She broke convention with vibrant hats, opera-length gloves, and even designed her own costumes for theater productions. Her fashion was never about trends. It was about identity. Queen Mary, originally from Australia, has become an international fashion icon. With a mix of Scandinavian minimalism and global couture, her wardrobe includes Danish designers like Malene Berger and global powerhouses like Dior. She champions sustainable fashion, rewears outfits with elegance, and blends traditional royal looks with modern silhouettes, from sleek gowns to tailored pantsuits. The Viking king who united Denmark. Harald Bluetooth, son of King Gorm the Old, united the fragmented Danish tribes into a single kingdom in the 10th century. He introduced Christianity and left behind the famous Jelling stones, often called Denmark's birth certificate. Fun fact, the Bluetooth technology is named after him. In the late 1300s, Margrethe I, not the current queen, ruled Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, uniting them in the Kalmar Union. She ruled as a regent, but wielded more power than many kings, a true medieval powerhouse. In 1286, King Eric V was murdered in a barn in Finderup. The killers were never officially caught, and legends say it was a political assassination by noblemen. His brutal death still echoes in Danish folklore. Christian IV, reigned 1588 to 1648, is one of Denmark's most colorful monarchs. He built half of Copenhagen and fought in wars, but also had 20 children with 2 wives and several mistresses. One of the most charismatic figures in Danish history. During World War II, King Christian X became a national symbol of resistance. He refused to flee during the Nazi occupation and rode his horse daily through the streets of Copenhagen, unarmed, a silent protest and inspiration to the Danish people. Queen Margrethe II, who reigned from 1972 to 2024, is not just a monarch. She's a painter, translator, and costume designer. She even illustrated the Danish edition of The Lord of the Rings under a pseudonym. Christian IX, reigned 1863 to 1906, was called the father-in-law of Europe because his children married into the royal families of Britain, Russia, Greece, and more. His descendants include Queen Elizabeth II and King Charles III. Princess Dagmar of Denmark married into the Russian royal family and became Empress Maria Feodorovna of Russia. She lived through the fall of the Russian Empire and barely escaped the Bolshevik Revolution, ending her days back in Denmark. Mary Donaldson, a marketing executive from Tasmania, met Crown Prince Frederik at a Sydney pub during the 2000 Olympics. Fast forward to 2024, she became Queen Mary of Denmark, the first common-born queen in Danish history. In the 1960s, Crown Prince Frederik, father of current King Frederick VI, secretly proposed to a Frenchwoman, Anne-Marie de Bourbon-Parma. The government disapproved due to her Catholic faith, and the engagement was quietly ended. He later married Queen Margrethe, Denmark's future monarch.